Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire. In the last episode, which you guys didn't get to see, we beat Ascension mode level 2 and we have now unlocked Ascension mode level 3. Unfortunately for us, my computer froze halfway through the city, the second area, and I lost the entire recording, which was 48 minutes long. So I was like, well, at that point I'm not gonna like abandon the run since I'm almost done, and I'm gonna keep going. Ironically, that was also the one where we beat a boss on turn 1. So who would have thought? Actually, apparently it's much easier to be the boss with the Ironclad than it is with the Silent. So only 2 more trophies to go, getting to 999 block and playing 25 cards in a single turn. I seriously do not understand how I haven't got this card yet. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it, but I don't. Okay, so we haven't got that, that's all we need. If we go to wins over here, we see on 12 wins with the Ironclad, 3 wins with the Silent, 1 win streak, 3 win streak. Win streaks won't matter because obviously we are playing Ascension mode. So I'm actually going to play the Ironclad Ascension mode level 3 because I feel like I was supposed to show Ironclad Ascension mode level 2. It didn't show, so I'm a little bit upset about that. But let's go for Ironclad Ascension mode level 3 and check out what that's all about. So it's Ironclad Ascension level 2. What it did was, if you go over here, you can see all the things that number 1 was Ironclad Ascension mode number 1 was Elite Spawn more often. Right. Then Ascension mode level 2 was normal enemies are deadlier. That was Ascension mode number 2. And now Ascension mode number 3 is more elites, normal enemies are stronger, and elites are stronger. So Ascension mode is actually a very intimidating thing. And the thing is, if you're winning in Ascension mode constantly, then actually I wonder how easy normal game is going to be after a while. But for now, let's get back into it. So we have lots of options here. None of them are really good, but let's look at our map and figure out what we're going to do. So we want to fight elites as many as possible. So this is probably the route we want to go. Remember, elites are going to be much stronger now, so that's something to keep in mind when choosing how many elites to fight. But we probably always want to fight 3 on the first floor. Maybe go the question mark route, get this elite, go to this bonfire, get this elite, and go onwards. I think that's how we're going to do it. Money wise, we might need money for this, so I want to keep my money for now. I think what I'm going to do is actually obtain a random rare card, Fiendfire, because it's not a great start, it's not a great card, but let's go. Fiendfire is just okay. So that's Fiendfire in our opening hand already, so we can actually go like this, and go like this. So we're not going to be using Fiendfire. Fiendfire, I mean, it can be good, don't get me wrong. We get bag of prep. There might just be certain enemies later on that we might just be able to one-shot. So not a bad card by any means. We want like either Fiendfire in our opening hand or our next hand, or we want possibly some kind of triple attacks or something along those lines. So we got Fiendfire, so that's fine, he's dead. So it's 28 damage we can do in on the first turn. So anything with 28 HP or less will insta die, and that's nice. Thunderclap is brokenly strong, I've figured out, so we're going to be playing. I'm going to keep playing everything at the normal route, and this is why I kept the money. I'm actually going to choose to just go for 2 potions for now. Strength and energy is pretty good, and we're going to leave it at that simply because I don't want to spend too much money on potions, and then we get a potion on next floor. We don't actually use the potion. So removing a card from my deck or adding a card from my deck. Interesting. Or upgrading a card. I mean, upgrading Fiendfire. What does that do? 10 damage per card, so we can do up to 40 damage in 1 turn. That's not bad. That's really not that bad. Removing a card might be good. Removing a strike, or even possibly removing a defend. Or we could also transform a card. Maybe transform a strike into something different. Let's go for transform. I never do transform. Let's transform a strike and see what we get. We got Sentinels. That's a little bit bad. I do not like Sentinel. Except when we exhaust it with Fiendfire, we're gonna get 2 new cards. So what we want now is a Dead Branch. That's what we want with Fiendfire. If we can get Dead Branch with Fiendfire, we should be in a pretty good place. So we can't kill you with 1 Fiendfire, unfortunately, but what we can do is we can go for a bash into a defend, and the next turn if we get Fiendfire, which is reasonably likely, we'll do 7 times or we'll basically do 40 because we'll do 10, and then we didn't actually get it. Wow, that's A, insane, and B, really unlucky not to get Fiendfire. There was a little bit of a almost like a little bit of a slap in the face from the game there, just to be like, oh really, you think you're gonna one-shot me? Well, think again, baby. So this is gonna do not enough to kill, so I think you want to Thunderclap, use 1 defend, and use 1 strike. This point is to use Fiendfire if we're not gonna actually kill the enemy, I think. Of course, we don't have to use Fiendfire with all the cards. We can easily just use Fiendfire with some of the cards. So we're going to take a lot of damage this fight, actually, and I'm a little bit upset about this, but we just got very unlucky with some of the stuff that happened there. We set up like a Fiend Fire insta kill and we unfortunately didn't get it. So Fiend Firing here will be a guaranteed kill, so let's do it. So we're 7 HP down already, not a good sign. Another Sentinel card. It would be cool to have the Sentinels, but the problem is we don't have any way to draw. So even if we're exhausted, we don't have card draw, so it's not like we can abuse that. What we would need for that would be something along the lines of Dead Branch or something like that. And since we don't know if we're going to get Dead Branch, it's a little bit difficult. I might take Burning Pack, because Burning Pack gives me the chance to exhaust Sentinel, and then I can use that to possibly get some draws. So remember, elites are going to be stronger. These guys are going to be stronger now. Let's see what they do now. They hit now for 1 extra damage. Not horrible. Not horrible. I'm going to drink the strength potion here. I'm also going to use the energy potion on the first fight because I want to try and win this as soon as possible. I think I'm going to go for the guy at the least HP as I always do. Strike him one more time. Defend once. And I'm going to go for a secondary strike. I could have gone for another block and taken 0 damage, but I think 1 damage is acceptable against the elites. I really do. So in Ascension mode, you want to kind of focus down the... Oh, that's a little bit unlucky. You want to kind of focus down the... I wasn't sure if I wanted to kill or take less damage, but I think I'm going to take a little bit more damage and kill the guy. And as I was saying, anyway, in Ascension mode, you kind of want to focus down... excuse me. The elites very, very quick. So 9 damage. For some reason we do 9. Oh, because of strength 9. So it's 9, 18, 27. Yeah. So 9 damage will kill this guy. So we'll do on the guy in the back because he will take the most damage. And I think that works out pretty well. Take some elite. So Fiend Fire is not a completely horrible card for us, especially with Fiend Fire and some kind of strength buff might actually be really, really strong in the later game. So it's not something we'll have to look into. So we're not going to be able to do the damage here except for one of those, but that's okay. We're going to kill him next turn with a bash and 1 strike, I think. Actually, bash and 1 strike won't necessarily kill him. So if he's not debuffing me, I'm going to have to block. If he's attacking, I'm going to have to block a little bit, just a little bit. But he is likely debuffing me, so I'll go for the straight up damage. We could have probably killed him. I didn't see that the vulnerable ran over. I thought the vulnerable was going to expire before my turn, but it doesn't look like that actually happened. Very interesting, very interesting. I wonder why the vulnerable didn't go over. None of these are good enough to skip. One of the big things I mentioned in off camera, unfortunately, was that I found out that one of the important things in life, and in life, let's get very serious now. One of the important things I found in this game is that you want, ooh, that could be so good. You want to kind of focus on this very specific archetype. What I did, and what I did quite often, and it obviously ended up costing me runs, full total runs, was that I actually like took just many types of cards until I found the right synergy. But you got to kind of decide on the first floor what you want to do and where you want to go with your run. I'm figuring this out more and more as time goes on, and it really has started to make a massive difference in my game. So we would love to get the Fiend Fire draw next, but it's pretty unlikely. If we get Fiend Fire with Chariot's Ashes, we could actually kill him. We would do 13 damage per Fiend Fire. Come on, baby, Fiend Fire. There we go. So he should die. 15 times 4 is 60, so he's dead. You actually just did. So that was very strong. Smooth Stone is kind of bad for us. I don't want any of these really. I mean, there's a argument to be made for Whirlwind because we're getting a lot of energy, but at the same time I just think it's worth it. Another elite is here. Do we probably want to fight a third elite? Yes. So let's get the chest. We got a Happy Flower, which is nice. I do happen to love a Happy Flower. Of course, upgrading our cards would be great, but I think 3 elites on the first floor, which is pretty easy to do, is a much better option. So this will do 40. It does 40. Are you serious? It does. It actually does 40, which is not enough to kill him. Guy hits fucking 12 in the first turn. That's a bit ridiculous, but okay. Awesome. So I don't think we're gonna get to. We might get to Fiend Fire thanks to Burning Pact actually. So maybe we get lucky, maybe we don't. We'll see how it goes. Didn't get Fiend Fire, but what about if I just go for one of these? Do I get Fiend Fire then? I do. So you are dead, dude. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Chariot Ashes and Fiend Fire is gonna work pretty well together. If we can just get probably no any of these. What's the card I'm looking for? What's the card I'm trying? What am I trying to say is the question. Let me think. I can figure this out. Give me time. So we're gonna want to get the bash in before we start going for the damage. So we're just gonna wait until the bash shows up. There is bash and fiendfire. I don't think I'm gonna use both. I think I'm just gonna be able to go for a bash into a normal strike. I think that's perfectly fine. It means we need to wait a little bit longer for fiendfire. I'm completely fine. So let's see how much you usually hit for 18. Now you hit for 20. Oh my goodness. Okay, but fiendfire will do 18 times 4. It's 40. 8 times 4 is 24. It's 64 plus. Actually, we only drew. No, it actually what? Yes. So this will get exhausted. So let's just work out this. So we have 15 damage on board from the Charion's Ashes, right? So 15 damage from Charion's Ashes plus 40 is 55 damage. Plus 24 is 79 damage. It will not kill the guys. So we're gonna go for the block, and the strike, and the strike. It's pointless to use Fiendfire if it's not gonna get the guaranteed kill for us. When we draw it next in 2 turns time, then we'll consider using it because then it works out pretty well. Let's go for the bash into the 2 blocks here. I think that should be fine. We might get Fiendfire next. If we do, he'll be guaranteed dead. If we don't, we'll kill him the next turn. So we only took 10 here in total, which is not too bad. Give me Fiendfire, baby. Give me Fiendfire. They didn't give me Fiendfire, but they did give me bash and strike, which means if I get Fiendfire in my next hand, which is pretty possible, we're probably going to get a kill here. Boom, boom. They didn't give me Fiendfire, but I'm going to guarantee Fiendfire since I got the card draw. And that will be a dead Lagavulin. Old coin is okay. Barricade, I don't think we want to be barricading here. Feed is okay. Ghostly armor is pretty good. I think feed is going to be good, except for the fact that we're using Fiendfire to get kills, which means it's going to be pretty hard to proc the... It does exhaust though, and we're kind of hoping for an exhaust synergy. So let's go for that and see how it works out for us. So I mean, this start is just like, you got to do that, right? You got to do that start. That's like the start. You do one of these. Okay, can we kill? If we draw enough cards, we might be able to kill. We don't have enough energy, and I don't think there's any way for us to build the energy needed. So you are vulnerable. 9, 18. I can kill 1. I can kill definitely 1, but I don't know if I want to kill 1. Actually, I do, because I'll take 9 instead of taking like a trillion, so it's probably worth it. So let's attack the guy at the lowest down, and then we can kill the other guy. I think that's fine. Oh, Charion's Ashes coming through in the clutch! I completely forgot that Charion's Ashes would actually hit everything, not just one enemy. That's so huge. That's so huge for us. It does make sense. Obviously, it would hit everything because it is it's doing stuff to stuff. So this is a little bit unfortunate because we're going to take a lot of damage here. But I'm going to try for a card draw. I was hoping kind of for... I was kind of hoping for Fiendfire here, but we didn't get it, so I'm going to just go for normal. I'm going to actually drink this Dexterity first and then go for block. I can't tank too much damage here. We'll get Fiendfire next hand as well as seeing red, which is kind of bad. We kind of just want to eat one of these guys to get our max, start getting our max HP up slowly. We have 4 energy, so we can definitely play around with this. So you probably want to start with the seeing red. You want to go for like a bash. We didn't get the feed. Wait, ooh, what the fuck did I just do? What did I just do? Cancel that. Yeah, feed is in our graveyard. I actually didn't even know. Will you die if I do this? No, you won't, because you'll take 20 from that. You're not vulnerable. You'll take 20 from that, and then you'll take 9. So you'll take 29. So you won't die. So we should actually just block here. In this case, we also get energy, but I can't use the energy, so it's fine. I'll just end the turn here. As soon as we get feed, we'll obviously kill the F out of this dude. No problem. But we do need to get the feed though. That's the problem right there. Let's vulnerable this guy for future. I'm going to lose a bit of HP because I'm going for the feed, and this might be a bad idea. But it's a risk I want to take. because I think, oh, it's not enough. We can feed here, get that max HP, and then we can defend here. And then we should be able to kill him reasonably easy. He's hitting for 16 though, so these normal enemies really are starting to hit pretty hard. Holy crap. So let's go for Burning Pact and get rid of Sentinel. It's going to give us a bunch of energy as well as give us a lot of stuff, and Fiend Fire in the job too. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I think we could possibly get a nice kill on the bosses on the bosses if we can get a good Fiend Fire synergy going. This is a little bit bad, except we could maybe just kill all of these with a straight up Fiend Fire. Let's see. Actually, I think everything just dies if we use Fiend Fire straight up, because they all take 3 from Chariot's Ashes and they'll all just die to that, and then it's pretty much guaranteed team wipe kill thanks to Chariot's Ashes. So very nice to Chariot's Ashes. Flex is tempting. There's a argument to make for Flex, but we don't have a lot of card draw right now. But Flex is pretty tempting. I think I will take Flex here and we'll go on. We have a lot of money, so if we can just make it to the next floor, we're going to be rich. I'm actually thinking about Burning Pack upgrade here. The 3 card draw is just going to make Fiend Fire so much stronger. Hex Ghost, there's a problem. I'm going to bash into Thunderclap here, so we can get as much of that vulnerable on as possible. So what we would like is actually to get a Sentinel with a Burning Pact and no Fiend Fire, and then draw into the Fiend Fire. So we did get exactly that. So give me Fiend Fire, baby. They didn't give me Fiend Fire. It's okay though. Let me do some of these. Okay. So the only problem with Fiend Fire now is when you use it, we need to remember that it's going to cause us to... oh my goodness. Boss, relax, please. It's going to cause us to lose some valuable cards we might not want to lose. So, because we would like to feel this guy. Let's see, that's 50 damage. It's not actually that much damage. I don't think it's worth it at this point. I think at this point you just straight up strike him normally and end the turn. And we want to get these... We already exhausted the Sentinel though, so we can't actually get another Sentinel. So that has to be a very specific combo, or like a very specific lucky draw, I almost want to say. So let's go for the bash here, and I think you go for the... strike here. Yeah, I think that's okay. We're gonna take 10, but it's okay. A little bit worried about this fight now. A little bit worried about this fight. Bum, 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 bum. Let's Thunderclap him just to keep that up. One of those, one of those. He's gonna block now, which is bad for us. Bump, 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 bump. And he did buff himself, so we have 14 incoming damage. I would preferably like to not take 14 incoming damage, so let's bash him again and let's strike him here. So we're gonna take the full 14, get the stuff, because I'm hoping for the Fiend Fire draw next turn with a Flex. I would actually want the Burning Pact and a Flex if possible. So we did get Burning Pact, so I'm gonna start with Burning Pact and get rid of the strike card. Draw 3 cards. Oh, they did it to us again. They've been so mean right now. Actually been very cruel to us, not giving us the combo ever, it seems. We just need Fiend Fire and the Burning Pact to draw into Fiend Fire just once, and we would have won this. And now we have a chance of actually going straight up game over here. So a little bit worried from my side. I think now is the time to Fiend Fire and just pray, pretty much. This might just be a little bit of a Fiend Fire and a little bit of a pray situation right now. So we're gonna be on 1 HP. Meaning we need to do 23 damage the next turn. I believe we can do it. Yeah, so we bash him and we get him. I wasn't nervous for even a second, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't nervous for even a second. So we do not want a secondary Fiend Fire. Double tap. How will double tap work? Because there won't be other cards to Fiend Fire. There won't be other cards to Fiend Fire. That's the problem. We would need Dead Branch for that very specifically. Barricade, of course, we don't want double tap, we don't want Fiend Fire, we don't want a second Fiend Fire. Although it does exhaust, so we lose it. So maybe, no, I just think, how about none of them? It sucks if we don't get a card there. You gotta go for the Black Star, correct? Like, more elite fights, Black Star means more relics, more relics means stronger. Pretty straightforward. So we're gonna try and make our way to the shop, elite chest. The only problem with that is that it's a little bit risky, because we're gonna be like a lot of fighting with not any healing, baby. So you obviously start off with a bash here into a normal strike, and you end your turn. So we're probably not gonna have Fiend Fire and Bash combos ever. 21 damage. Are you serious right now, game? That seems a little bit excessive, I'm just saying. And lots of days cards for us to draw into, which is really bad. Ooh, these people hit hard now, man. So this Burning Pack, get rid of the Sentinel, gives us energy and card draw. Give us very bad everything, pretty much. Very, very bad. We're gonna draw 3 days next turn. Really, really, really bad. Well, Chariot's Ashes kind of work with the dazes for us a little bit, so it's kind of okay. Let's see. This will do 7. So 7, 14, 21, 28. Yeah. 28 plus Chariot's Ashes should be more than enough to kill him. I hope. It's got to be close. Nope, it was perfect. Sweet. Only ended up taking 3 damage there. It's difficult. Like at this point, I'm starting to feel like we need to start adding some cards to the deck because the deck's feeling a little bit on the weaker side. But of course, we don't want to removing a card from our deck. Would that be advisable for us? Might be advisable to just remove a normal strike, honestly. Let's remove a normal strike and see how it goes from there. A little bit risky to remove cards from our deck when our decks are really kind of just average. Dreamcatcher is bad, but it's alright. Parasite Man, what's up? So you want to flex obviously here, you want to probably Thunderclap over here, you want to defend, and you want to defend. We're not going to Fiend Fire here because it's just bad for us. So give me Bash, yeah, Bash. And defend, I guess. I'm going to defend because I don't want to take too much damage. If we can kill him soon, like if we get Burning Pack now, we might straight up be able to kill him if we get the Fiend Fire on that Burning Pack draw. So of course it can be really difficult and risky, but we could maybe get lucky. Fiend Fire, baby. Yeah, so how much damage does Fiend Fire do? So we got 10, so it's 15, so it's 30, 60. Yeah, he's dead. He's already dead. I don't even need to do the maths. I can see the man is dead. Goodbye. So Fiend Fire has its place. I'm not gonna take anything from it. Shrug It Off is just really good, as we've learned in the last couple of playthroughs, which you guys didn't get to see the last one, which is a bit sad. So let's see. So we have Fiend Fire, which is exhausting. We need a little bit of card draw. What do we have here? When we're vulnerable, they get weak. That's okay. But Marbles could probably be better. Omamari will negate 2 curses for us. Don't think we're gonna be dealing with too many curses. I think we would want Bag of Marbles here. Probably play the top card of, that's bad because we don't want to accidentally play the Fiend Fire, so that's a bit like not good. Removing cards, like at this point, like removing a defend is just worth it. I'm gonna go for the Marbles because I think Marbles is really good. Omamari could be good. It means should we come up to curse choices, we can take them easily. I don't know how many more choices we go. So there's a question mark there. We're going this way to this elite, and there's a lot of question marks of that. But we can actually go this way to fight that elite. We're not actually going to deal with that many question marks because of the path we're taking. So Omamari is probably not a good idea. If we're going to go for something, we should probably go for Champion Bout, because Champion Bout synergizes with Vulnerable a little bit, so that's probably a good idea. We used up 650 gold there, which is a bit insane, but it's okay. So Fiend Fire and Chariot's Ashes are going to work very well together here. So I think let's start off with a Shrug It Off. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a different card there, but I'm a little bit like in the camp of Fiend Firing right now. 15 damage. I think we Fiend Fire right now. It's a little bit early, but I think it's the right play. It's gonna like, oh, I actually thought it would take this wizard out. I was a little bit surprised. I'm gonna poison you too, just to make sure that we can kill him. I wanted to make sure he's dead. I don't want to take any chances here. I actually thought the guy would die to Chariot's Ashes. I guess I was a little bit off with my estimates there. So we're gonna flex it up in here. Probably just strike, and then block once. Need to be careful that he must die next turn, but that's going to be probably easy because he's not going to have shield anymore. He's not going to be vulnerable either, so 7 damage is kind of difficult to do for us, but we should be able to make a plan. With Chariot's Ashes, we should get a guaranteed kill there. So let's start off with a Burning Pact. That's okay. Get a Flex. Get a Thunderclap. One's down. And then kill or do damage to this man as much as possible. Maybe we Fiend Fight a bit early there actually. Might have Fiend Fight a bit early actually now I think about it. I mean, we don't have Bash anymore. Bash is now out of our decks. That means we can't really weaken the guys anymore, which is a little bit of a problem. But Thunderclap is going to help a lot whenever that comes up. So let's go for one of these, go for one of these, go for one of these, and eat it. And boom, we even get to eat. We get it a bit stronger. Everything works up pretty good. I'll say. We get Courier. Ooh, armaments. There's an argument to be made for armaments. Upgrading everything in the deck could be extremely good for us. Twin Strike's not good. Shockwave's okay. I kind of don't want to add stuff to the deck at the moment, but at the same time, I mean, armaments. I'm just gonna skip all these. Like, it was a little bit of I was very like. I'm not gonna say it's confused. Confused is not the right word, but I was a little bit on the fence of what to do. Another struggle off would be so good. Unfortunately, we can't struggle off and remove a card, so it's a little bit risky. I think I'm gonna rather choose to remove a card and get rid of one of the defend cards at this point. Get the deck slightly thinner. We also have to be careful that we're making the deck really thin. But what we're not remembering is that we don't actually have like a lot of cards, and we're exhausting a lot of our cards with Burning Pact, etc, etc. So we need to be a little bit careful about that. Seeing red here, obviously. I'm gonna shrug it off because I think I'm going to end up needing that. Can we? This will kill one guy. We will lose like 3 of our attack cards, and we were stuck with like 2 attack cards, which is not a good idea. So we should probably not do that. That's probably a very bad idea. Bash here or 2 strikes? I think you go for the bash on the guy in the back. I think we'll keep Fiend Fire as a final killing move against the enemy. So fighting multiple enemies like we're doing now is actually so bad for us. It's actually really bad for us. Wounds will help for the deck, which means maybe we get like a Fiend Fire with 4 wounds or something. That would be ideal for us, but I'm not going to get my hopes up for that because that is kind of unlikely to happen. Very unfortunate our damage is just too little there to kill the back guy. Would have loved to have eaten him. I'm a bit worried about this run now. I think I might have been a little bit too stingy with some of my card picks, and I'm putting myself in a little bit of a risky situation. So let's go with the flex immediately. I'm going to go for the struggle before I go for the Thunderclap. I'm going to go for the Thunderclap now. Okay, so if I use Chariot's Ashes will not kill you. It will maybe kill you 9, 18. It will not kill you either. I'm going to go Exhaust Fire to kill this man so that we don't get destroyed by the not being able to attack next turn. I think it's a little bit more important. So I'm a tiny bit worried about this run now. This elite fight is going to be very important for us. I knew that if I use the bash with the feeder, we'll be able to do 15 damage, so I was not too worried there. But we're going to start drawing into a lot of wound cards, which is going to be very scary. Luckily, we can exhaust the wound cards with Burning Pact to get card draw, so that's going to work out pretty well for us. And if we can just keep getting stuff like that where we draw through and be able to do an attack every now and then, that's going to help us stay ahead of the curve. So we just need to block 1 attack every turn, and well, that's the absolute worst case scenario right there. So that was unfortunate. So we're going to take a lot of damage in this fight, so we're going to have to be a little bit more careful about our next thing. We've got two merchant things, so we might want to try and look into getting ourselves to merchants more often. Actually, there is a merchant coming up, so we might want to skip the bonfire and go for the merchant. But in that case, the only problem is that we're going to fight an elite on not full HP, which I'm very scared of. Oh my goodness gracious me, that's like not good. This man is just wounding me until infinity and beyond, baby, until infinity and beyond. So we're gonna Thunderclap here, and the strike will take care of this. So that was extremely scary. Oh, Ginger's so good though. Thunderclap is probably good here, but at the same time, I'm just worried. Wild Strike is good because we have a way to exhaust those wound cards. So Duvidol's okay, it's not great. So we can fight an elite, or we can rest and go fight an elite, or we can go to a shop. We have 2 merchant things, so shops are very valuable for us. The problem is we're going to fight an elite on half HP. I'm actually going to go to the shop though, and I'm going to take a chance. That was a dumb move because I didn't check my money actually, and we didn't actually have the cash flow needed to make a shop worth it. So this elite fight might be the end of the run if we're not very almost, I want to say, lucky. Okay, so we let's start with the flex. Go for burning pack. Get rid of the strike card. I think you go for a one of these. So this will do 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 70 plus 8 times 7. Oh my goodness, I'm never gonna get to figure that shit out. It's like 54. Isn't it 54? I have no idea what 8 times 7 is, guys. What is 8 times 7? I think it's 54. It's 56. It's 56. So 70 plus 56, 130 something. And then do we have enough? Do we have enough in the next turn? You know what? I think we do it. Let's go. With the Charian's Ashes, it's going to be very close. Oh my goodness gracious, sweet balls of fire. We did 150 fucking 3 damage in the first turn. Let's go. We're going to take some damage here, but he's dead next turn. We're going to eat him and it's going to be over. So that worked out. Nice, meat is huge for us. I think I don't want any of these actually, so just skip these 2. We're getting super unlucky. I'm gonna go for this enemy. I want to get another elite fight in if I can. We have Black Star. Remember, every elite fight is worth more to us than what it usually would be. Give me... No, I didn't want that. Probably want to do this, and then probably want to do this and this. That's fine. We actually wanted the... what card did I shrug it off into burning pack into Fiend Fire is what we kind of wanted there, but a little bit unlucky on the unluckier side. We can definitely flex here, and then I think we can definitely burning pack here, which will give us the card draw, and this should kill this plant. I hope I'm right, because if I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel it. Nope, I was right, so it's fine. Sweet. Warcry is probably good for us. Let's take Warcry. Okay, so we want to rest up here, or do we want to just go fight the elite? I think, like, what would we upgrade anyway? Like flex maybe, bash maybe, shrug it off maybe, seeing red maybe. I think if we're gonna upgrade something, we'll probably upgrade flex, because it just makes our Fiend Fire do more. But I'm a little bit worried about this elite fight. Okay, what did we fight already? We fought the Book of Stabbing, and we fought the 3 dudes, and then we fought the Gremlin boss. So we can fight anything here. We literally don't know what we can fight here. I'm gonna take a chance and upgrade the flex here. Get that +4 strength. I think that might be good. So we got these guys. I mean, these are the guys I was kind of worried about. So a little bit not upset. Obviously, it's not the correct word. Upset would be a little bit over exaggerating the situation we're currently in. But I kind of wish that didn't happen. Anyway, let's just bash this man. Let's just strike this man. We can't eat him. It's not gonna. Actually, we can. Let's eat this man. Take 1 man down and get it done. I'm just gonna choose to defend here. I'm not gonna burning pact. I don't think it's necessary. So we can use Fiend Fire next turn if we get it to kill the back guy, the Taskmaster, and this guy should take quite a lot of damage from the other stuff. Let's go Warcry because it's free. I just drew 1. That did not work out like I was planning. Let's probably go shrug it off. Thunderclap then, I guess. Go like this. And let's do one of these just so we take a little bit less damage. Okay. So next turn we're going to definitely draw Fiend Fire, so we'll kill them all. That's nice. Okay, so this is actually not a completely horrible deck. It's not the greatest deck ever, don't get me wrong, but it's also not a completely horrible deck. I mean, this is also an elite fight, so when we win this fight, which we will, we're going to get a lot of 2 more relics, and our relics are already piling up at quite an astonishing rate. So probably seeing red is the right choice here, but actually just like maybe not. Maybe we just don't want seeing red right now. I may actually skip it. I want to upgrade a card, and I actually want to upgrade Warcry here because it's going to give me 2 cards drawn. That might actually find me Fiend Fire when I need it. And let's fight a boss. It's the Bronze Automaton, a bit of a problematic one because he is going to make it very difficult for us to wound him. Let's get rid of feed, I guess. I'm actually going to start off with Burning Pack and get rid of a normal strike here. There's Thunderclap is what I was kind of after. And I'm going to choose to Wild Strike here and then end the turn. So we don't want to get our Fiend Fires and stuff stolen, so we're going to be very careful. So we're going to obviously flex here. I think you just go for the bash and let's just kill off one of these guys first. I think is the better play for ourselves. I'm not going to use the Shrug at all because I don't want to actually draw another card here. So we got to be careful that we could go game over in this fight easily. It's definitely possible. So they're not stealing cards from me yet, which is nice. Because I think you actually definitely go Burning Pact here and do this. That's pretty good. Let's go flex. I don't think we want a Fiend Fire specifically here, but we might want a Fiend Fire here. We don't want a Fiend Fire until we have Vulnerable on, so let's rather not Fiend Fire right now. Just end the turn, take no damage. We don't want a Fiend Fire until we put Vulnerable onto the Bronze Automaton because that's going to be our win con. He's going to buff himself now, which means Hyper Beam is coming soon, so we need to prepare for that. 20 incoming damage. Now that's a little bit more than I was anticipating, and it's kind of a problem. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna go for one of these. I'm gonna go for one of these. So he's probably gonna steal our Fiend Fire next turn, but it's okay. Wild Strike started. Can you not steal anything because my deck is empty? Maybe. Nope. You straight up steal from a discard pile. That makes sense. Okay. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. It does not make sense to me. But okay. Let's flex here. I think this is why we bought flex out in the first place. I'm gonna actually Burning Pact here and get rid of Sentinel. Man, I was hoping for something a little bit better there. Let's kill this guy and then let's we don't need to. We can actually vulnerable this guy. Like, I don't think we need to worry about him too much. I don't think we need to worry about the Bronze Automaton yet. I think we can have to wait like 1 or 2 more turns before we actually really have to one. We want to kill this man as soon as possible though, so we want to get that done. We should have maybe bashed him to just get him out of the way. So here's the Hyper Beam coming, 38 damage. So we're really dead on the board as it is. So we're going to have to Burning Pack here. We did not get the any block. We didn't get any of our blocks, so we pretty much just game over now, I'm pretty sure. But it was an interesting approach. We tried something new, we tried something different. It didn't work out for us 100%, unfortunately, which is a little bit shitty, but that's gonna happen from time to time, I think. We needed 1 block here and we were fine. We didn't get the block, so we lost. But that's gonna happen. Like, this is Ascension Mode 3. It's quite more difficult. I'm actually impressed, and that's gonna happen from time to time. Nice, well done, well done. Bronze Automaton was probably the worst boss. We could have got Champ and Collector, we would have been fine because we could have killed the Collector just straight up and the minions would have meant nothing. And the Champ would have been fine too because we were going to do so much damage before he healed himself, so that wouldn't have been a problem too. But the Bronze Automaton, we had to get those 3 negates off with the vulnerables, and we didn't have enough to do that, and that's where the problem came in. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button, it helps out a bunch, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be taking on the Silent Ascension 2 in the next episode. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.